this is Jesse Cupp, and I am doing the Google Plus 23 Themes of Teaching. It says that I have to describe my top 5 themes that I practice with efficiency and identify 3 themes that I find harder to perform and why. I'd like to start with the 3 themes that I find harder to perform. The first one is a mid course correction. I find it difficult to do mid-course corrections because I'm a very sequential person. Things go in order, and if we have something out of the ordinary that happens, like an assembly or a fire drill, something like that, that happens throughout the day. Sometimes whenever we get back to class, it's difficult for me to get back on track because I feel like we should be already at this point. And change is always happening in the classroom, and that's something that I'm working to improve. Number 2 is time and timing. Managing time for projects and assignments can be challenging. Making sure that some students have more time if they need it, and other students can move on if they are done with a certain part of their project can be difficult in the classroom. Third, chunking, going along with time management, making sure that you're breaking it up into small enough pieces. That also has to do with making sure that students experience some level of success in the classroom. And if all students aren't experiencing success, the pacing might be too fast, something that I'm definitely working on in my classroom. As far as the 5 themes that I'm good at, working from the list I have here, it says personal relevance, connecting history to personal lives. My example was like voting and the recent election, talking about women's suffrage and how women didn't get the right to vote until the early 1900s, and how now they have the right to vote, and try to make that connection with the current election. Second is neural downshifting, generating an environment that is conducive to learning. I like to act goofy or just have random outbursts in the classroom from time to time to make sure that I get able to use that to increase participation, and the students are going to wonder if they miss something, if they like doze off or get off track in class. Next up, clear learning goals. I make sure to write my learning goals on the board at the beginning of each period. For example, we were learning about the different climate zones that are in the United States and Canada, and my students understood that that's what we were looking at learning. So everything we did, from the journal to the group work to a review of a video in class that we had today, had to do with learning about those different climate zones. Next up is connection. I work with students over the course of 3 years. So 7th, 8th, and 9th grade students, I have all of them for social studies. And it gives me the ability to have them recall material that they learned previously, and have them make connections with material from the past to the material that we are about to learn. Also, I put in there complementary elements as a theme that I do well with. It works well with the connection theme. One of the example that I put over here is guerrilla warfare. We talk about guerrilla warfare during the American Revolution, and then we talk about guerrilla warfare today in class in 9th grade when the Filipinos used it against the United States after the U.S. won the Spanish-American War. So that is a quick overview of the themes that I feel like I'm strong in, and 3 of the themes that I'm weak in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.